Some Marvel fans are mad, but I'm feeling them turning Loki into a good guy. He been a villain almost for 60 years. And they turn him into a good guy.
That's what Marvel does though. Look at every single movie they've made and show the villains. They always give them a fucking like a reason, you know, why they're doing what they're doing. So this ain't no different. There hasn't been a single movie they made where the villain there wasn't a reason why, instead of them just being evil. They always had a reason. This ain't no different. That's just what Marvel does. At this point, you just gotta accept that's how they write their characters. So, and I mean, this is a Loki show, so of course they wanna have him kind of in the spotlight as a, you know, in a good way. So I don't mind it.
What?
And you also gotta realize this too. I say this all the time. The shows and the movies are not truly made for comic fans. If that makes sense to y'all.
It's not, and it's hard for me. It's hard for me to separate the two because what makes me mad about the people out there that's not comic book fans. They think what's in the MCU or DCEU is written law, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. You know, like they got everybody thinking Carol Danvers was the original Captain Marvel. Negative. Carol Danvers is actually the fourth Captain Marvel. The first Captain Marvel was the Kree Marvel. Second Captain Marvel was Monica Rambeau, and sidebar, she actually was the first female leader of the Avengers. Mm-hmm. Then the third Captain Marvel was Marvel's son, and then Carol Danvers, because at first Carol Danvers was Miss Marvel. And then she became binary because Rogue stole her powers. Okay. Then she got brought back by one of the elders, and she became Warbird. Then around 2009, 2010, that's when she took over the mantle as Miss Marvel. Yeah. You know, I just hate that people think that she was the beginning of the Marvel lineage. That's not true. You gotta be a diehard comic book fan like myself. You know, I'm just saying, and it's hard for me to separate.
No, I get it.
Cause like Ego is not Peter Quill's father.
Yeah.
In a comic book. But for the movie's sake,
I get it. Like, but a long time ago, I kind of had to accept they don't make these movies for people like us. They make them for more of a casual audience. They know we gonna watch it though, because it's from the source material.
One of the true stories, well, let me phrase that. One of the truest things the MCU did was in Guardians of the Galaxy. The High Evolutionary did create
Rocket. Oh, okay.
And Rocket. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
That's comic book accurate.
You know, they
But the only thing they changed, he said a statement saying that he was an alien just visiting Earth. That's not true. He was actually a scientist. He was the sidekick of the Sinister.
They stick to it sometimes. I feel like sometimes they make changes to, I guess, make it easier for casuals. Like Shang-Chi, for example, with the 10 rings in the comics, they go on his finger, on the fingers.
Then they got these.
But they got the arm ones. I mean, it's visually, you know, it looks cool visually, but
so they
make changes. So
well, they claim they did the bracelets because they said they didn't want to do the 10 rings because they had already did the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
But everybody knows Mandarin have rings.
Yeah. So they make the changes.
Well, 10 rings, rather.
They make the changes, but at the end of the day, you know, you just gotta kind of just accept it. It's hard. I know it's hard, but because you know they're gonna just keep pushing these damn movies out because they're making money.
So I made up a word: Hollywood's eyes. I hate when they Hollywood's eyes comic books because they give you this this crappy storyline and feed it to the masses. But the masses that's not comic book fans, they fall for, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. No, it's not.
That's what it is. They go watch the movie, they have fun, and you know they leave it there.
Like Green Lantern, I was like, what is that?
Which Green Lantern?
The Green Lantern movie with
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was bad.
Okay.
No, it was you can't slice another way. It was bad.
Okay, let me say this. The only good thing about that movie I like when it was on Oa and we saw Kilowog. I thought Kilowog was dope.
I like the end credit scene when Sinestro turned yellow.
That was dope too.
It looked good.
That was dope too.
But other than that,
I also like the fact that they concentrated on the Green Lantern suits. I thought the Green Lantern suits was dope. Only thing I really didn't like was Parallax. That was terrible.
Okay.
yeah,
That was hot garbage.
that was real bad.
Hopefully they gonna get it right on HBO Max. Hopefully they get it right.
They supposed to be coming out with that?
Yeah, I ain't got no expectations.
The Green Lantern? Or is it?
It's gonna be Green Lantern. It's gonna be Green Lantern Core, from my understanding.
I don't know.
So it's gonna be Hal Jordan. They're gonna John
So
Stewart.
it's Hal Jordan, John Stewart.
Because you remember in the Snyderverse movie, he wanted to put John Stewart in the movie, but
Right.
Warner Brothers said no. So they.
I think Warner Brothers should have stuck with Zack Snyder. Don't get me wrong. I like James Gunn, but I think the Snyderverse was a better DC universe.
I like James Gunn, but I feel like he gets too goofy sometimes, to where it takes away from what he's doing. Because second Suicide Squad movie, it was cool, but it was a little too much of the goofy in your face type stuff. So that's the one thing about him I don't like. He goes too hard with that. You know, like he goes out of his way to just give you the middle finger sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling James Gunn vision for DC.
Especially when Marvel let him go. I feel like he went out of his way with Suicide Squad to just go crazy and just middle finger all the time. And that's just his directing style. So
I'm not a big DC guy. I mean, I'll watch it if it comes out, but DC haven't been good in so long, like it's hard to get into it, honestly. And I'm probably the youngest one.
I ain't lost all hope.
So from my childhood, I grew up, it was mainly Marvel movies, DC. From what I can remember, DC didn't really have a lot out.
Nels, you didn't like the Batman that came out? What was that, last year?
That was dope. I like that.
To my surprise.
To
my surprise.
I wouldn't have bad expectations because of the actor.
I was shocked too. I was calling him the glitter Batman.
Yeah, my friend called him Sparkle. He called him Sparkle.
Sparkle Batman.
So I went in, but that movie was dope though. I ain't gonna lie.
To my surprise. To my surprise.
No, it was dope. And then they messed up with the Flash. That was trash. And then
Flash was garbage.
That's the only good Flash. Only good scene about Flash is when Batman and Supergirl fought Zod. That was the only good thing about Flash. That's all I can say about Flash. I own it, and I fast forwarded to that scene.
That one was straight garbage.
And I watched Shazam on HBO Max.
I ain't gonna lie. After the first Shazam, I was done. I didn't watch that.
But hold on. We got introduced Cyborg before all these other Shazam and all that. Why haven't we got a solo Cyborg?
So Zack Snyder was trying to do that, but DC got. Like I said, I got no.
There was reportedly issues that were raised.
So I'm gonna say
Cyborg.
Comic book wise, I'm still a diehard DC fan. This is what I don't understand. Why don't you get the writers from the comic book?
It's because
to do the movies, because DC comic book storylines off the like right now, Amanda Waller versus Wildstorm. The story is so motherfucking dope. Then you got the Wildcats. Though they didn't put the Wildcats into DC comics, and they going against Batman. They on some gangster shit. Well, how you can't get the writers from the comic books to do the movies? Because these directors don't know what they're doing.
There's a few reasons. One, Marvel, they've been doing this since 2007. They built this up. DC, look, DC. DC
the house that Marvel built, DC built it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying though. I'm talking about strictly with the.
They built that. Because if it weren't for Blade, if it weren't for DC making Blade.
Yeah, I know.
Because Blade is the only Marvel movie that was made by the enemy.
Yeah.
because Marvel and DC enemies. You know what I'm saying? They were so desperate. They went to the enemy and said, "We need you to do the Blade movie." And the Blade movie is what saved Marvel, because Marvel was finna go bankrupt.
Yeah, they was finna go out.
Blade saved Marvel. The Batman franchise, Batman 1, 2, and 3 was good. That Batman and Robin with George Clooney was alright.
Was this before Ben Affleck?
Yeah,
No, this was before Christian Bale.
You talking about Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton, the first two Michael Keaton Batmans was the best two Batman. Val Kilmer was decent. So I'll tell you this: Michael Keaton was the best Batman. But
we already had this discussion.
Val Kilmer was the best Bruce Wayne. Then Christian Bale was the best detective. Then Ben Affleck was the best Dark Knight. Because Ben Affleck wasn't Batman, he was the Dark Knight.
Do you agree with this?
I agree with some.
So what's the best Batman movie? The best Dark. I don't care what you're talking about. Batman, Dark Knight, anything. What's the best Batman movie?
I would get torn on this question, but I think still Dark Knight. That's usually my answer. But yeah,
That's the right answer.
I'm gonna go with Dark
Thank
Knight. I'm gonna go with Dark Knight, but it's close though. It's close.
So
it's like this.
So listen to this. I agree with you that Dark Knight was the best Batman, but the best Batman movie. But the best Batman was Michael Keaton.
I can't speak on that because I'm not old enough. I didn't watch Michael Keaton as Batman.
You never seen Keaton Batman?
You gotta watch Keaton Batman.
For me, because I'm 25, so like I just got into this stuff
Shit.
when I was when I was like 13, 14. So like everything before like the first Iron Man movie, like I have no recollection, and I'm not gonna watch it because I can't watch old stuff and try to put it into new
You have to.
perspective. I can't.
Wait, so you never seen Blade?
I've watched Blade.
What about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
I've seen yeah.
Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man.
So
yeah,
I agree with that 100%. So did Spider-Man come out before Iron Man did?
Yeah.
So okay.
That was 2002, 4, and
so
6.
Spider-Man.
2, 4, and 6, right?
So yeah, so I started getting into the first Spider-Man.
Dang, so that means
not the first Spider-Man, but
Iron Man was 2008.
So did you never seen the X-Men?
Yeah.
I'll make sure that you said.
Oh, that was before that too, then.
Yeah.
So shit, yeah.
The first X-Men was 2000.
So listen, people, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your host, CD. This is my boy
Savion
and my boy
Trevor.
And guess what? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on the flip. Peace.